There's about 1 million different recipes to make jerky, and everybody seems to have an opinion on what makes a jerky the best. I can't tell you the best recipe, but I'm going to give you my opinion on what makes venison jerky great. The first step to great jerky is make sure there's a great story behind it. I hunt a lot, and for many years my targets were big bucks. But as time went on, I realized that the experience and the meat was the real prize. Not every successful hunt had to have tines to count and compare. Each pound of that protein could tell a story. Whether it was a hunt with friends, family, or a solo venture, make sure it's a great story. Nobody wants to hear about your trip to the grocery store. Meat gleamed with a great story just tastes better. The second key to great jerky was taught best to me by my wife. After we built a good foundation of trust, she presented to me a small index card with a list of simple ingredients. At the top of that index card, it read deer jerky. I had no idea just how important that aged index card meant to her. She asked if I could try to reproduce that recipe, and I told her I'd try my best. Does it compare at all?
It's comparable. Pretty close. It's hard to beat when you have something that you grew up with versus we've got the second best.
That recipe was in her late father's handwriting. I was never fortunate enough to meet him, but the fact that he forged jerky from his own wild game tells me a lot about him. Perfect. Perfection.
I was always a taste tester.
A taste tester?
I was a taste tester. If I didn't like it when it was first being made and all the ingredients he threw in, and a lot he had it wrote down, but a lot of it was just throw it in. Let's see what we can.
Yeah, I was gonna say he wrote them down, but did he? Were they the same every time? Or?
He was never one to keep it the same. Every time it was, he'd get it done. Hey, Amanda, come here. Let's taste this. Let's see what this looks. Let's see what this tastes like. He'd have me smell it. We'd have to taste it. Does this look good? And then we'd go from there. And then we'd put it in and dehydrate it and hope and pray it came out the way we liked it. It always did. Make memories while making jerky. It's fun. It's unique to you. Even if it's out of a box, do it with your significant other or get your kids involved. Invite your buddies over and tell them that great story behind it. It can produce lasting memories with your loved ones, and I hope one day my kids cherish a recipe that I created. The other thing that makes jerky truly great is sharing it with others. Take it to work, give it to your friends, share it with your family. We used to have a 5-pound bag.
Yeah.
And I think I've ate it off.
A week ago.
I may have survived off of nothing but jerky this past week.
Probably no amount of talking or convincing can turn a non-hunter into a hunter, like trying out a handful of homemade venison jerky. My precious.
My precious. Oh, my precious.
Is this why you let me go deer hunting so much? So you can have jerky?
Yeah, that and my sanity.
Get away from me?
No. Because when you come home, you're irritable.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
You let me go.
Yeah. After so many days, you start getting like this. You like itching and fiending to go out.
So you'd rather just let me go hunting than put up with me being an irritable jerk?
Yeah. I think you do it on purpose.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The jerky's a bonus?
Yeah, it's a bonus.
Good? They smell good, and I can't really smell very well. Just the right, that was perfect time. I'm kind of hot. A little bit. You didn't not hot at all? Okay. I'm just a wuss, I guess. Now we gotta get a Ziploc bag. Put them in a Ziploc bag. And then I gotta take them and hide them at work so that I can get some. So you don't eat them all. Do you think that you had something to do with my transition from being I only want to shoot a trophy animal, like large mature whitetail, to pretty much just shoot everything that moves? The first year that I went deer hunting, I kept passing deer and telling you about how many I would see, and then you got mad because
you were also
why didn't you
mad,
ever
though.
shoot anything?
Yeah, you were also mad though because you'd finally come home and you're like, well, I don't have any meat in the freezer. It's like, well, you stop passing up everything, you know? You can't always shoot the biggest deer just for views because that's not what matters. What matters is, are we going to have, meat? Are we going to have a loin that the kids will eat? Are we going to have, hamburger or deer meat that we can put in chili?
We could just go to Walmart.
Yeah, and spend $20 seeing inflation prices.
But it's better, right? I think
You will appreciate
the grocery store meat is better.
Easier, yeah. But in the long run, what are you getting from your meat?
There's a story behind your food when you go out and grow it or shoot it.
I know what is happening to my meat when we get it. Versus when, say, chicken, if we get it from the store, they're being overfed, they're being stuck in cages, and they are plumped full of all of these extra things to get the biggest, juiciest breast. But what is that doing to our bodies?
I don't like to brag, but that is like perfect.